Welcome, nature detectives. I'm Conrad Baker. I'm an outdoor educator with the New York State Office of Parks, Recreation, and Historic Preservation at Letchworth State Park, and I have a nature mystery for you today. I want you guys to use your nature tools to help me figure out what this is. Now, I'm not talking about this whole plant right here. I'm talking about just this thing right here, this very strange round ball. It's a very interesting nature mystery, and we can use two nature tools to help us figure it out. We're going to use our eyes and our sense of touch today. So, first nature tool, let's start easy. How big is it? I would say for me, it's about as big as the end of my thumb, but for you, might have a different size of reference. I'd say maybe if you have a quarter in your pocket, you might put a quarter next to this and see how big it is next to that quarter. I bet it would be about the size of a quarter. Very cool. Next nature clue. Let's see. Is it squishy or hard? So I'm gonna squeeze it. Squeeze it like this. Can you see it squishing or squeezing down at all? No, I can tell you that it's not very squishy at all. In fact, it reminds me of a piece of wood. Not very squishy, not moving or squeezing at all. It reminds me of maybe a block of wood, like a Jenga block. Very cool. And last nature clue. Is it bumpy or smooth? Let's see. I'm gonna rub along the side. I don't feel any bumps. And you can probably even see with your eyes. You can't even see any bumps or any raised spots or hairs or fins or needles of any kind. It's almost perfectly smooth, like a nice smooth ball. So let's put all our nature clues together. We have a nice, smooth, round shaped ball sticking to this kind of a plant, this stick here. It is hard like wood, and it is about the size of a quarter or the end of my thumb. We put all our nature clues together and we find that this is the home of a baby insect. A baby insect. The goldenrod gall fly will lay its egg in the stem of this plant while it's still alive. This one is dead and brown, but while it's still alive in the late summertime, they'll lay their egg in the stem of this plant, and then the baby will start to create all of these very complex, powerful chemicals that will change the stick, this goldenrod plant, to build this round, hard home for the insect. That home, this ball thing, is called a gall. And inside there is a baby insect. So just like a butterfly or a moth, a baby insect, a baby goldenrod gallfly is actually a teeny tiny caterpillar. It's like a little tiny worm, or a scientist might call it a larva. So a goldenrod gallfly larva was born inside here and now has eaten some of the nutrition from this plant and is now a kind of a cocoon. Scientists would call that a pupa. So if we were to open up this gall, we would see a goldenrod gallfly pupa inside. And it just so happens that I have collected another goldenrod gallfly gall right here. Let's open it up and see what we can see inside. Oh, right here in the middle, you see there's a little curled up, sleeping goldenrod gallfly pupa or cocoon. Very, very cool. So I'm going to leave him just as he is, so he might grow up inside there nice and safe. So to put your nature detective skills to the test, you can go around your neighborhood and try to find some of these goldenrod gallfly galls. You look for these plants that will have this bushy part on the top. They'll be kind of brown and dead now, but in the summertime, this would have had bright yellow and almost orange flowers. You would instantly recognize this plant. So look for these round galls on these plants, and then if you really want to go the extra mile, take them home and open them up and see what you can find inside. So thank you so much for using your nature tools to help me figure out this very challenging nature mystery with me today. You should definitely put a like on the Letchworth State Park Facebook page, and if you want to learn more about gall-making insects or other animals you might find in meadows, put a comment below the video and one of our park naturalists may get in touch with you with some very cool resources.